What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Himiway A7 Pro. All right guys, so this bike is definitely a little bit different than the ones I normally have on my channel. However, this bike is made out of 6061 aluminum frame, which is nice. It's very light compared to a lot of the bikes that I do normally ride. It also has a 500 watt 48 volt mid drive, which gives it a lot of nice torque going up hills. 5 levels of pedal assist, which is nice. I'm actually in pedal assist 1, just riding this smooth trail right here. And it's not like I'm pushing really hard at all, as well as a thumb throttle. So you can just hit the thumb throttle and it takes off. All right, I've switched into pedal assist 3. Because of the fact that there's 9-speed Shimano gears on this bike, when you're pedaling, you can actually get it to a higher speed depending on which gear you're in. If you want to just hit the throttle and go, like I'm doing right now, there's about a half a second lag, and then it starts to move. We're going up a hill, 10 miles an hour, about 9.5, 9.6, 9.9, 10. Okay, again, we're still in mode 3, pedal assist 3. Once we bridge the top of this little hill right here, we're still going up an incline, but it's not so steep. Starts to climb, 18, 19, 20. 20 is about the top for the thumb throttle. It's got nice Shimano front and rear disc hydraulic brakes and 180 millimeter front and rear rotor. So it's got nice stopping power for sure. One thing to note is if you're at a stop and you hit the thumb throttle, nothing's gonna happen. You do have to kind of start to get the bike engaged. So pedal to about 4 or 5 miles an hour and then hit the thumb throttle and it goes. And it has to do with the clutch that's in the mid-drive system. Because it has both thumb and pedal assist, that's just the way it works. So like right now I'm going up another hill and I'm in gear 5. I'm barely pedaling. I'm barely having to use any strength. I'm just kind of spinning the pedals with my legs and it's engaging the motor. I'm in now pedal assist 5 and it went up that hill about 11 to 12 miles an hour. Having the gears definitely is important on this bike. Again, this is really a commuter bike, being that if you were to, have to commute to the office or want to go grab some groceries, this would be a great bike for that. It does come stock with all the bells and the whistles, including the rear rack in the back. It has these little elastic straps that go over it, so you're pretty much ready to go out of the box to go pick things up from the store or carry any cargo that you need. So as you're pedaling, if you're just kind of going with the flow, it keeps you at a certain speed. But once you start to pedal a little harder, the torque sensor kicks in. And I don't know if you guys can hear the motor starting to take off a little more. So it really just kind of depends on you. This is a great bike also if you're trying to maybe get a little bit of a workout with your ride. So yeah, the 48 volt 500 watt mid drive definitely does like to kick some punch in. We're going 18 and a half right now. And I'm just kind of cruising up another, where I live, it's hills everywhere, so you can't really avoid the hill. And there's a 720 watt hour battery on this bike. The battery is really cool. It's like integrated into the frame. Makes it nice because if you guys are trying to ride on bike trails, and depending on where you live, where I live, they don't like a lot of electric bikes on certain bike trails. You can kind of get away with it. This looks like a regular bicycle. Something else about the battery that's cool is you can charge it on or off of the bike. So if you want to plug it in when you get home, you can do that. Or if you need to take the battery off and bring it upstairs, if you live in an apartment or something, you keep your bike in the garage, you can take it off and bring it up as well. Now, because these tires are 27-inch, it's less resistance with the ground as like a fat tire bike that I normally have on the channel. So it actually, like when you're going downhill, this thing likes to pick up speed easily. So you guys have probably already seen it while I'm showing you the speed that the bike's at, but this integrated display into the handlebars makes it really nice. You're able to kind of like keep that stealth look to the bike and still be able to see all the information you need while you're riding. We just went over that bump right there and I noticed that the rear suspension, which is adjustable, which I haven't adjusted since it got out of the box, is not, I mean, it really handled that bump. This does come with a front headlight and then a rear tail light. The rear tail light is integrated into the rear rack. So again, it keeps it that sleek profile and gives you all the things you need when you're riding around town. Speaking of which, normally when I'm riding in this neighborhood, people that come outside when I'm riding my other bikes kind of give me a weird look. I've had 2 people wave at me today, so maybe they think I'm just riding a regular bicycle. The seat on this bike is easily adjustable. There's no need for a screwdriver or an Allen key. It's got a little grip. You grab it with your hand, you can raise it up or push it to lower it down. It's really nice. You can actually adjust it on the fly. If you have somebody else riding your bike, you can just literally just change it and you don't have to worry about having tools. That makes it really easy. So the weight of this bike is 77 pounds with the battery installed. And it fits a rider from anywhere between 5 foot 3 inches to 6 feet 5 inches. And the max payload on this bike is 300 pounds. So it can support the big boys too. I weigh 170 and I'm about 5 foot 9 3/4. And I fit perfectly fine. I have the seat at a lower adjustment, so if you were a taller rider with longer legs, you could just easily raise the seat up. This bike comes in 5 colors. This is the light gray. I chose that color. I just think it's really a nice looking color, as well as the paint job on this bike. They didn't skimp out with the paint job, that's for sure. The paint was wrapped in this nice like blue, kind of like is this guy gonna stop or keep going? Let's see. Are we gonna die? We almost died. The paint itself, the paint job was protected by this like nice blue wrap. And the entire process of putting the bike together took me about 15 or 20 minutes. It was really straightforward. You just put on the headlight, put on the front wheel and fender pedals, and I think that was it. The unboxing process was very straightforward and easy, which is nice. I think even somebody who's not used to putting bikes together would have no problem being able to take this out of the box and put it together. Now, like I said in the beginning, this is a little different from most of the bikes I have on my channel, but if you're looking for a commuter bike, something just to get around, and you want to be like more incognito, another one. This would be a great bike for you to get. Again, like certain beach cities where I live, they're cracking down on some of the more like crazy motorcycle looking bikes. So this bike right here, it's a great option for you. Front and rear suspension, integrated display into the handlebars, Shimano front and rear brakes, big rotors on the rear and front tire, 9-speed gears, 5 pedal assist modes along with a throttle, easily adjustable seat, headlight and tail light, all for a really good price, especially if you use my link down in the description below. Save $200, use code SHAVER200. You know what's interesting? I found myself pedaling this bike more. A lot of my other bikes, either they don't even have a chain or there's no pedal assist. This is kind of fun to pedal around. I feel like I'm a normal bicyclist moving amongst my community, obeying all traffic laws. Watch, we're even going to use the brakes and stop right at the stop sign. So in conclusion, guys, if you guys are looking for a commuter style bike, something that's a little bit less aggressive, I think the A7 Pro is a really good idea. At least check it out. Again, there's a link in the description below. If you're gonna check it out, or if you're gonna pick one up, save $200 with SHAVER200 as a code. And until the next one, guys, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Peace.